Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you for stopping by to watch this video, and if you're a returning subscriber, oh, you are the best. So tips to know that you are very actually wasting your time in a, I don't know, relationship, friendship, potential marriage, or maybe you guys are even engaged and you are wasting your time. I really don't know, but it's just tips that I really think. So yeah, we are going to get into the video so that I don't make the intro too long. The first thing is that a lot of times we may even really know that we're wasting our time, or we just don't know what, like, is it just how we behave? Am I asking for too much, or is this how it's supposed to be? So, and we may just know, we might just get the feeling, but we will just still be like, no, it can get better, it can, with time, maybe, stuff like that. And then we start to make this type of excuses. So I just really brought out, I think, 4 to 5 points. It could be that you are wasting your time, it could be that you are not really getting the message right. So that's the aim of this video. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to thumbs up this video, which will make it very nice. Yes, so we are going to get into this. The first thing is that it doesn't call you. Like, maybe it calls once in maybe a week, okay, maybe once in 3 days, and then when you're the only one that really calls every time, and then when you complain, like, you don't really call, like, it goes like, what do you mean? I still called you 4 days ago. And then you're like, so much has happened in 4 days, so much can even happen in 1 day, like, you want to talk about, and he just doesn't see why he should call you because he called you 4 days back, and in his mind it feels like you're fine. And then you don't want that, you want like every 1 hour call. I'm kidding, but every other day call, every day call, like every morning call, stuff like that. And then he's not apologetic every time you say. He's always like, not everybody is the same. But how can you say that? Like, 4 days ago was a long time ago. Like, people get pregnant and give birth in 4 days. I was exaggerating, but you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you just really want to talk every day, every other day. You'd know that you're wasting your time, really, you'd know that. Plus, if you're the type of person that you want to talk every time, and then somebody starts to tell you like 4 days is good or a week is good, as long as I spoke to you a week ago, like, come on, you can't do that. This is not the 18th century, this is the 21st century, where you can just send a message or call, or you can call anyway or get a message across anyway. You don't have to wait to receive letters, and you really have to call him. Talk it out, because if it's something that has been on your mind, you really don't know if you're wasting your time. If he's just like this, you really don't know, you're just in between. Then you can call and talk and be like, I really want to know if you're about this life, because I really wouldn't take it. I am not about that life, and I see things differently, and you do things differently. So you guys have to meet yourself at a point where it's going to be favorable to this person and it's going to be favorable to the other person, so that one person doesn't get cheated, if you really get me. So that's the first thing I'd say. Or maybe even if you're the kind of person that doesn't mind doing all the calling every time, just cause you are like, you just make excuses for him in your head, like, it's busy, he got stuff to do, you just come up with different things that makes you feel better, so then you are the one that always places the call. But then when you always do it, because I'm still on the call matter, he would always say stuff like, maybe after a minute of talking on the phone or two, be like, oh babe, let me call you back later. The call never really comes through until you call again, maybe the next day, and then he says stuff like, oh, I forgot. Oh, he's always forgetting, he's always have something to do, he's always like, I was hanging out with the boys, it's always going out with the boys, or it's always the boys, never the girls, of course. So yeah, you know that you could be really wasting your time. Or maybe when you call in, you just see that every time you call, he doesn't call you, obviously. I mean, of course he doesn't, but then when you call, you see stuff like call waiting is always waiting, the number is always busy, you are always, you know, wondering like, who are you really talking to? Like, and then it says stuff like, oh, it's work this, work 1, work 2, work 3, and you know, these things happen, and then you know that you are just really wasting your time because it keeps making excuses, doesn't really see that he might even know, just because he maybe probably doesn't really want you as much, maybe wants you for the other thing, so then you will just be there wasting your time, girl, wasting your time, girl. Another way you know that you're wasting your time is if it doesn't ever flaunt you, like ever. Like when I mean ever, I don't mean it has to be an everyday thing, every week thing. It can just be once in a while, but then I'm saying this like it never ever flaunts you, like on your social media, nothing. Like you guys, you know, like we have Woman Crush Wednesday, for crying out loud. He doesn't ever regard you as his Woman Crush Wednesday. I'm not saying he has to, but he has to flaunt you a type of way, like any way he knows how to, so that you feel loved, you know, once in a while. Emphasis on once in a while. I don't want people coming out for me saying stuff like, oh, I mean, she doesn't flaunt me too and all of that. I'm saying that you can do it like once in a while. He has to do it once in a while, babe, because you would like it, you would want it. So I mean, it's good if he does it every Wednesday, like it doesn't even have to be Wednesdays, it can be every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I mean, that's fantastic. Oh my god. So I'll tell you a story of one guy on Twitter. So I don't know what really happened, but this had happened over a while. So I think somebody tweeted that that okay, there is no way a guy would cheat and then a lady would not know. I mean, his girlfriend would not know that. It's only girls that can cheat, for, you know, like that guy would never find out, stuff like that. So she tweeted that, and the guy, I don't know, the thing really hit the guy, so the guy wanted to show that he could cheat without being caught. So if you ask me, I'll say that he went to the extreme, but yeah, you know, fuck boyism. You know, he had a girlfriend, I think, at that time. I really don't know, but the story is he has a girlfriend, right? Her name is Priska. Yeah, had another side chick that was Priska too. I don't know, maybe it was the name that he was attracted to, I don't know. No, I was saying stuff about you being, you know, your guy flaunting you and all of that, but then he would just use the name and say, oh, I love you, Priska, on his, let's say maybe his WhatsApp or something, or his Instagram, Twitter or something. So the girl would not really know what's really going on, so she'll feel so loved and all of that, and then she'll feel like, oh my gosh, she has found the one. But then he was cheating on her with another Priska. Can you imagine? Like,
you know, you can be prosecuted for that.
Oh my god, that's the height. How can you go that length? And then he was saying stuff like it was because of that tweet he saw that day that made him actually tell himself that he could actually do this and not get caught. So he would, you know, on his Snapchat, he write, I love you, Priska. Obviously he didn't put the picture because he was smart enough. So the Priskas Christ, the Priskas were just there, like, you know, loving him up and all of that. But there's a story on Twitter. So I was saying that your man should flaunt you, and you will feel loved when he does, because I mean, flaunt you, like put your picture, like right now, ever since I read that thread up, I'm telling you, like I started to fear, guys. Oh my god, somebody went that length to do that. I started to fear, guys. So if you are flaunting me, or if you're flaunting or if you want to be flaunted, it has to be your picture, like I love you, Priska, CC the picture, like ain't nobody gonna do that, really. That's the story. So if he flaunts you that way, not the Priska way, you'd know that you are not wasting your time. But then if he never ever really flaunts you, like ever, you know, I'm sure with this story you guys might be paranoid, and if he says I love you, you'll be like, no, put my picture. But you gotta do what you gotta do, because man, these guys are not here to joke. That's the story. So like, he has to flaunt you a type of way, like every other day, every other time, like every other month. It has to be. I know people on and on about this, you know, put your relationship off social media and everything. That would be great, that would be fantastic, but just once in a while, like once in a while. Okay, so how, people say put your relationship off social media. I think that should be another topic for another day, but I'll just really brush it. If you say that I should put my relationship off social media, then how will I know that my boyfriend is not cheating on me? I mean, there are even people that will put their girlfriend on their social media, and then other girls will still DM them and be like, oh, I think you're cute and all of that. So what would you have me do? Like, I think I want to prevent it. You know, I'll rather prevent that. You know, prevention is better than cure, so to speak. So just do that when you can do, just once in a while. You put, you know, the picture like every day or every other day or every, so that anybody that is texting you has probably seen my picture maybe sometime 4 years back or 3. I mean, 4 years is a long time, but sometimes 4 months back or 2 months back, and knows that you have a girlfriend. I mean, if you don't cook up the story of, oh, we broke up and all of that, I mean, if you're not useless to cook up that story, but then you really understand what I'm saying. You just gotta be flaunted, and we all love to be flaunted. So if you are not ever really flaunted, I don't really know, because even Priska, they were flaunting her. They were flaunting her name and throwing it in the air and all of that, but she didn't know what she was into. She did not know. She did not see that one coming. So who am I? You might be wasting your time. I'll say might be, because this might not be general, but some guys might just be that way. But I'd say, in my own opinion, this is really my own opinion thing, so I hope you guys can take it. Someone says, if he doesn't introduce you to your friends and family, then you're wasting, I mean, then you know that you're wasting your time. I can't even say that, because when I was trying to make up this video, I was asking somebody like, how do you feel like you're wasting your time with a guy? And then she says, when he doesn't introduce me to his family and his friends. Then I'm like, girl, you're not in this century, because you don't even know what's going on, because they'll introduce you to their friends, their family. You will sit, wine and dine with them. You even gist with his friends and their girlfriends, if you understand what I'm saying. You even play games, you know, you play FIFA, PS what, everything, you play it. You're there, you're their chick, their homie. Say lie, you meet his mom, you go to their house, cook every day for them. You know, you cook in your house, take to their house, make it as a family. They'll pray for you every Sunday when you bring the food, every Monday when you bring the food. My sister, you could be wasting your time. You could really be wasting your time, because I wouldn't even say that's a tip to know, because these days, man, you can never know. Like, you'll be wasting your time in front of yourself and you will not realize. Whether or not it takes you to meet his mom, his family, his dad, his brother, his sisters, or it takes you to the burial ground of his dead grandmother, his dead grandfather, trust me, girl, you could be wasting your time. So I wouldn't say that you are not wasting your time. So it's a 50-50 chance. I'm saying 50-50. I wouldn't even say 60-40, because trust me, you could be equally wasting your time as much as somebody that is Priska, so to speak. So yeah, that's not a tip, could be, but you can take it if you wanna, but I wouldn't say that it's a tip, but it could be. And make sure you hit that subscribe button if you wanna subscribe to my channel. So, and also make sure you share this video with your friend. Don't be stingy with information. I've said it. I think I'm going to be like Operation Don't Be Stingy with Information. And make sure you let them know Priska's story. That's very important. Save a sister. Operation Save a Sister. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I'm telling you, it wasn't funny. Like, it was not funny when I saw that story. I was like, eh? So this is what you guys have become. Apostle of this. Is this what you wanna do? Dating 2 Priskas at a time?
Yes.
Using 1 stone to kill 2 birds.